Hello everyone. In this video, let's learn about virtue ethics. Virtue ethics is a philosophy developed by Aristotle and other ancient Greeks. It is a quest to understand and live a life of moral character. This virtue ethics, it is a concept introduced by Aristotle and other ancient Greeks. It is all about the behavior showing high moral standards. Aristotle defines virtue as a character trait that manifests itself in habitual action. Those character traits which become a habit of an individual can be considered as virtues. That is what Aristotle meant by saying virtue as a character trait that manifests itself in a habitual action. For example, if you want to become a honest person, then you should tell truth on a regular basis. Telling truth once in a while will not make you an honest person. So, those character traits which become a habit of an individual can be considered as a virtue, that is according to Aristotle. For Greeks, virtue means excellence and ethics was concerned with excellence of human character. Aristotle posited virtue as a self-realizationism and claimed that a self-realized person realizes his full potential to do good acts and thus become contented. Here, this theory is related to self-realizationism. Self-realizationism means understanding yourself, understanding one's self. Everybody has certain inner characteristics which is not realized by them. It has to be recognized in order to become a happy person or a person with a contented life. Aristotle says at birth a baby is not a real person but a potential person. To become a real person, the child's inherent potential must be realized. If the person does not recognize his inner potential, he will not be able to lead a happy life or a successful goals or achieve his successful goals. In order to become happy, a person must understand himself. That is all about self-realizationism. Aristotle gave several virtuous characteristics. Some of them are as follows: courage, benevolence, generosity, honesty, tolerance, self control, and so on. Here, these character traits are acquired character traits, and a virtue is something that we admire in a person. Here, these character traits are usually admired in a person. For example, if a person is honest, most of the times we appreciate it. While talking about that person, we highlight this character trait and appreciate the person for being honest. Therefore, we can say these virtues are admirable character traits in an individual. Again, these character traits usually lies between two extremes. Here, for example, courage. This courage, it lies between two extremes, and the two extremes are recklessness and cowardice. Let's try to understand this with the help of an example. You saw a bully beating your friend, and based on the physical characteristics, the bully is much stronger than you. Just because of these physical differences, if you run away from the bully without helping your friend, then you become coward. On the other hand, ignoring these physical differences, if you try to save your friend by fighting with the bully, you become a reckless person because you are risking yourself in this situation. Without doing these two things, if you try to inform higher authorities about the situation and try to help your friend, you can be considered as a courageous person because you are not running away from the situation. At the same time, you are not risking your life just because you want to save your friend. Therefore, we can say this courage, it lies between two extremes, that is recklessness and cowardice. Similarly, all the character traits, it lies between two extremes, and for Aristotle these virtues are not merely means of happiness but themselves constituents of it. It means they are not the ways to happiness but the happiness in themselves. There are three directions of virtue ethics. They are eudaimonism, agent based theory, ethics of care. Eudaimonism, performing one's distinctive function well. Aristotle argues that the distinctive functions of human is reasoning, and so the life worth living is the one which we can reason well. Every individual does every action with reasons. If you can reason your actions well, then we can say your actions are ethical or right. Here, the life lived well is life reasoned well. That is about eudaimonism. Agent based theory, it emphasizes the virtue that virtues are determined by common sense intuitions that we as observers judge to be admirable traits in other people. While explaining virtues, I said these are the character traits which are admirable in individuals. If a person is honest, we admire that character trait. While talking about the person, we highlight the character trait and appreciate the person for being honest. Most of the times, these are the character traits that motivate us to become like them. Therefore, agent based theory highlights the admirable character traits of individuals. Ethics of care. It is argued that along with justice, important feminine traits such as caring and nurturing should also be considered while performing one's functions. Here, while performing any activities, we have to consider the main things, that is caring and nurturing. Every activities must be done with care and concern. Caring and concern, caring and nurturing are the ethics of care. These are the three directions of virtue ethics. Eudaimonism, it is about a life lived well. Agent based theory, about admirable character traits. Ethics of care is about caring and nurturing. Objections of or criticisms of virtue ethics. Virtue ethics does not consider the significant changes in person's moral character over the period. For virtue ethics, a bad person is once a bad person is always a bad person. It does not consider the changes in the individual's characters over the period. For example, a bad person can change his bad behavior and become good person. At the same time, a good person can become a bad person due to the situation. This changes is not considered under virtue ethics. For virtue ethics, once a bad person, always a bad person. Second one, different cultures seem to provide different models of moral virtue, and there may be several at a time conflicting within a given culture. Different cultures provide different virtues, and most of the times they could be conflicting within themselves. For example, for certain religions, killing animals is not right. Some others may accept this killing animals as a right action. This leads to confusions or conflict within the virtue itself. There are no principles for judging an action as virtuous action. Virtue ethics does not provide any standards to judge any action as a virtuous action. These are the criticisms of virtue ethics. To conclude, this theory is not about what to do, but it says if you follow your desire to be a good person, your actions will follow your desire. If one can just focus on being a good person, the right actions will follow effortlessly. Therefore, we can say virtue ethics is not about what to do, it is all about becoming a good person, a behavior showing the right moral standards. It is all about improving yourself, self realization, and becoming a good person by adopting different character traits. If you want to become a good person, then your actions will follow your desire. That is what virtue ethics says. Thank you.